So let's jump into some opening thoughts from our speakers. Kim, I think I'll pick on you first with your initial quality perspective on outsourcing process development.
Great, thanks, Louis, and welcome everybody. In terms of working with process development, you want to make sure to work with your technical team. And my big watch out and advice for folks on teams is to start quality in at the get-go. So in other words, for research for proposals even. And so I've been working with the technical process development teams and asking that the potential CDMO fills out a questionnaire if they're going to be progressing work into the GMP or compliance portion, like phase 1, include the regulatory frequency and history. Also talk about audits. What's your expectation for that? So if you can do that in the RFP, all the better, because you can negotiate much better before they're selected. Make sure that the CDMO shares raw data and be specific about what you want. And then also find out about the number of QA and QC personnel per the ratio of manufacturing personnel, as well as the QC analytical capability, such as an equipment list and what's outsourced for testing and shipping. These are some of my initial thoughts in terms of just getting the ball rolling with the selection of a CDMO.
Okay, very, very good. There's a lot to unpack there, Kim, and I'm sure we will be getting back to that. So next, and let's not sell Scott short if he is not definitively a process chemist. He's as close as you can get. So how do you want to start us off, Scott?
Sure. Yes. I guess technically I'd be the token process chemist. I've been doing this for just north of 28 years. Have very fortunate experiences and some challenges. I think one of the keys here is when you're selecting a manufacturer, it's location, location, location. So are there nearby restaurants that you like to attend? Are there good hair salons? I'm joking. It has nothing to do with location and everything to do with technology, right? Is the technology a fit for what your goal is, right? And is that technology and being able to employ the technology that they bring to the table, that allows them to use their quality systems in a much more effective and familiar manner. Hence, the idea that quality and manufacturing are at odds. I think there is always some push and pull, but the reality is it is a team sport. And I think picking the vendor and understanding where the challenges may lie is really important, along with, of course, the location.
All right, very good. I was not sure where you were going with that, Scott. That was very good. Okay, let's move on to Knut. And Knut, currently you're a Chief Technology Officer, so let's turn it over to you for some perspective.
Yeah, thanks, Louis. So, after Scott, I feel like a little bit like the opposite, because I'm not a chemist at all. I'm in the cell and gene therapy space. So Mustang is working with autologous cell therapies, which have nothing to do with chemistry. But nevertheless, it's actually, there's a lot of overlap. But first of all, quality is always high on the list when it comes to selecting an outsourced partner in many aspects. So what was said earlier, I can just second. For us, and especially for the assets that we do, like autologous therapy, location is actually really critical, because just so everybody's aware, autologous means we're making one batch of product that has to go to the very same patient the starting material came from. So we make one batch for one patient. That is a logistical nightmare in many senses, to make sure that you bring the right product to the right patient. And that's why location matters. We don't want products to be shipped, in across the globe with many hands over and so on. So, location is important. The hairdresser, of course, too. But nevertheless, quality, location, and then in terms of process development, again, it's a little bit different than chemistry. Prior experience in the same space is critical. So I'll keep it there. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a good discussion around all of this.